Ugh, I just smudged a piece. Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we are talking about the long-awaited, here at least, Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette. This has been a palette I've been contemplating getting for a few months now. It's been out for a while. I haven't seen a ton of people talking about it, but I've seen it around, and it's been like one of those palettes that you're like, I definitely don't need it, but my heart sings for it. Now, I said this, I know, about the Tarte palette I just did. I said I couldn't do one look out of it, and I got one look out of it. So I'm gonna say the same thing about this one. I probably can't get one look out of it. I'm going to try though. Maybe I'll be wrong. But generally, I'd probably have to dip into other palettes because there's so many conflicting shades and tones. But for this video, I'll try to just use this palette. But when I would normally go in and try to use this, I would go in and use a lot of these for like toppers and use these for like accent shades and crease shades and pops of color and stuff. I feel like this is a really fun add-on palette that you would use in conjunction with another fun palette. So I'm gonna go in and do some swatches. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through. I haven't touched this yet. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. So the whole top row is matte, and then all below is shimmers, metallics, what have you. So here we go. All right, feels very smooth. All right, so here we go with the first 4 shades. We have Bubblegum, Pearberry, Banana, and Mint Cocoa, or Choco. I want it to be cocoa. I don't like the word choco. All right, and the last 2 on the top row are Blue Raz Wow, and then Jelly Bean is the purple. Onto the middle row, which is the first row of metallics. These also feel nice. Okay, so these kind of maybe your kind of duochrome. I don't know how to describe these. I'm not good at describing things, but so we have the middle row here. So we have Strawberry, Orange Cream, Lemon Drop, and Pistachio. All right, the last 2 in that row are Sweet and Sour, yikes, and then Grape, which has that kind of blue purple duochrome. All right, in the last row, which again I feel like could be like more like toppers maybe. I mean, all the metallics could be toppers, but I don't know. I didn't make up this fucking palette, whatever. So we have Cotton Candy, Sherbet, Buttercream, and Limeade. And then the last 2 we have Sugar Crystals and then Lollipop. Sugar Crystals is like, almost has a different consistency than literally all the rest. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it almost has that like flaky metallic-ness to it all. So overall, I feel like they all swatched really nice. So yeah, I feel like this would be an add-on palette that you would get. Like, what could I say? I mean, I feel like I could use this literally with almost any other palette and make a fun look out of it with either topping it with a bunch of these or, you know, what have you. You put a cut crease down and throw one of these metallics on to kind of change it up. So let me go off camera, prime my eyes, and we'll come back and we'll do the kind of 2 different looks on each eye thing together and see what kind of looks we can come up with this palette. I'm gonna try to just keep it within this palette for both eyes. So again, let me go off camera and we'll start. So I'll be right back. I really don't think I can do one look with this palette. I feel like if I try to, I'm gonna end up kind of making it look muddy because again, the tones are so contradicting to each other that I feel like it's gonna end up looking a little muddy and just maybe messy. So I am gonna use it in conjunction with this Profusion Festival palette because I feel like has a lot of the same kind of tones. I'll use as little from that palette as possible and mainly stick to this one, but I might need to dip into it for some transition shades and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna start off with this purple shade down here. So let's do that. So this is Jelly Bean again that I'm gonna go in with. Went on fine. Looks pretty. I'm gonna try to go in a little bit and kind of buff out the edges a little. Very pretty. Smoked out really nicely. I think I'm actually gonna go right into the pink shade and just kind of going around those edges. So this is Bubblegum, and oh, that is in Gem and the Holograms. I don't know what it is. It's layering beautifully. Really smooth. I'm gonna go back in with Jelly Bean. And just kind of go back into the crease a little bit and dab that on. And honestly, I kind of want to go in with the yellow, but I feel like I don't want to really turn this into orange. So I think I'm just gonna stop with that one and we'll do more of like a blue look on this side. So let me turn the camera off, prime this side, so I'll be right back. All right, so far we haven't had to dip into the festival palette, so that's exciting. So let's go in with Blue Raz, which is the matte blue from the Sugar Crystals, and see how this works out. At first it seemed like it was going on kind of patchy, but it actually ended up pretty nice. And I love like that tone. All right, so let's go in. I'm gonna clean up those edges a little bit. All right, now we're going in with mint. I'm saying mint cocoa, but it's mint choco, I think. I wish this shade packed a little bit more of a punch. I think I'm actually gonna go in and try, see if I have a little better luck with this shade from Festival, because I need something. I don't know if this will have a better payoff, but I'm gonna try it anyway. No, it really doesn't. I'll just go back in with Blue Raz. All right, so that blended out actually really pretty. Like the gradient is really nice. Okay, so again, the only matte shades I haven't used yet, which I might just actually save for the lower lash line, although I don't really know if they're gonna kind of go with this, but they look pretty nice. A little sheerer than I would like, but they're both definitely shades that I would use. But these were just like the shades that popped, so I wanted to kind of get them in there. But so far, really nice. So I'm gonna go back off camera and do cut creases on both sides, and then we'll go in with the metallics, and I'll try to use as many of them as I can. I mean, there's 12. I'm probably only gonna be able to get away with probably using like 4 or 5, but I'll do what I can. So give me a minute, I'll be right back, and we'll play around with some of these. All right, so let's switch it up. Let's do like cool tones on this side for the metallics. So let's do, I mean, we have to do this green over here. We just have to. So this is Sweet and Sour. Oh my God. That is lovely. Let's go in with Limeade next. I think we'll do a kind of sponge brush applicator for that because my finger's a little too big. And then I think we'll go in with, I think we'll finish off with Lemon Drop right here. Very pretty. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me go off camera and do my cut crease over here. I'll be right back. All right. So I think we're gonna go in with Grape on the outer edges, and I'm just gonna use my finger again. And that's very pretty. It's like just like a nice kind of lavender duochrome. All right, next I think we're gonna go in with Strawberry. All right, and I think we're gonna finish it with, let's finish it with that Sugar Crystal shade that looks very interesting. I don't love that one as much. It's a little bit drier and harder to work with. I mean, it doesn't feel dry, but like putting it on is kind of tricky. I mean, I like the way everything went on for the most part. All right, so let's actually finish smoking out the lower lash line. And I was gonna try to use these, but I feel like these are just so not going to work with these eye looks that I'm just gonna use the shades that I used already. So I'm gonna save my battery, do that off camera, come back, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts with this palette because I do have some thoughts. So give me a minute, I'll be right back and we'll talk about this. Okay, so here's the final eye look. I think it came out really pretty. I was able to make almost a whole eye look if this is the kind of eye look you like to wear. If you're not a like huge bright eye look fan, then no, you can't make a whole eye look out of this. It's more of an accent palette. Now, having said that, there are a few things that I don't love about this palette. One big thing for me about this palette is this row right here. I feel like the shades are just not different enough from each other to be worth it. Honestly, I would probably take away this entire row and just sell it as these two rows, and that would be enough for me. I feel like this row just really isn't needed. It's pretty, but I don't feel like the shades are different enough to make it worthwhile or worth having in there. I think it's a pretty palette, but I don't think you need it. I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed because I'm not. It's a pretty palette. I'm glad I have it and I'm going to use it. I'm just not over the moon about it. If I could say between the two, because these were the two that this Tarte palette that I did my video on and this palette were the two palettes that I had my eye on and I was excited about. I feel like I'm more excited about this one, which is weird because I'm not like a huge blue eyeshadow fan. I thought I was gonna be more crazy about this one, but I feel like I'm gonna reach for this one more, oddly enough. So if this is your cup of tea, like 100%, you still want it, it's a good quality palette. The shades are beautiful. You saw how they swatched, you saw how they worked. I don't have an issue with the quality or the performance. I just kind of feel like I said, this bottom row isn't crazy special. All the mattes though, like awesome. Very pretty palette. I'm glad I got it. I will use it. Just if I had to pick one to go back in time, I'd probably pick this one over this one. Just my opinion though. If you have tried this, let me know your thoughts. So that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. And make sure to check the box. I list everything that I use on my face there with every video. So that was it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.